All right, again, going to go back to the original start because no laps were complete. So, everybody's going to go back to their original starting position. They'll get a mulligan. And we will set them up for the second time on the go. B-Main 1, green flag, goes in the air. Kyle Lucon, Troy Frazier to the outside. Green flag on the way. Back straightaway, they roar. Lucon on the pressure cooker of having to come through a B-Main to go in the show. Normally, he's an A-Main contender. Great American Crate Race champion, 3 wide for second spot, in for third. Sammy Lacey's in that mix. He's on the transfer spot. Troy Frazier, the Mad Mexican, is also there in second. And on the outside, looking in is Nick Davis at 92. To the back straightaway, they roar. 15 laps of distance for B-Main number 1. B-Main 2 is up next as they roll to turn 3 and on to 4. It's Kyle Lucon out in front. 3 wide for second. Trying to make something happen there. Back to turn number 1 and 2. Nick Davis is sideways. He's got now Blackwell to his inside. Into turn number 3 and 4. It's Lucon exiting off the corner. Out in front. Here they come again off of turn 4. Sideways again with Frazier. Davis making a move to the inside. He goes to second. He's looking for Frazier on the outside. He got sideways. He'll fight it off and stay in the number 3 spot. He's on the outside looking in. He'll put now Sammy Lacey on the outside for 4th. He's on the bubble. Now Davis is in the dance. Nick Davis from Millsboro, Delaware. One of the contenders that races on the Ultimate Super Late Model Series in a supercar, running FASTRAK's World Championship. He sits in third. The Mad Mexican Troy Frazier having a bad night last night. He's up to second. And Kyle Lucon in the B-Main now in 1. He leads. B-Main 1 leads Kyle Lucon in 184. Charles, no, Nick Davis a little sideways there a moment ago between 1 and 2. Here comes Sammy Lacey. He'll capitalize, powering back down to the inside of the racetrack, trying to make a run for that spot as they'll come out of turn 4. 5 in of 15, 10 laps to go in B-Main 1. We're taking 3. Only 3 go to the dance. Only 3 cars go to the dance to the back straightaway. Turn 3 and 4. Kyle Lucon is gone. They don't call him the Burgettstown Express for nothing. The PA Flyer is flying high in the 184. He won the Great American Crate Race back in July. He is setting his sights now in B-Main 1 to go to the show. He'll have to do it from the back, but he will go to the dance if he can hold on. We're halfway home. 8 down, 7 to go. Car's getting contact. Rigdon goes up the racetrack. He's about to slide. Oh, what a slide job right in front of Richard Frazier. Frazier's got a problem in the 0 off 4. Something is on with Frazier's car. The caution's out. I think it cut down a right rear. Or left rear, actually. And all amongst that chaos, Richard Frazier could have got slammed into by the 123 of Samuel Bryant with a great piece of driving. So was also Suavier. And the caution is out again. Richard Frazier, the left rear tire is down, and he's causing a lot of damage on the sheet metal side as well. Caution out yet again. Eight laps in, 7 to go. We had just passed halfway. Richard Frazier's car going into the pit area. And if he was going to go to the hot pit and rechange the tire, he would do that. But it looks like he's actually going to park it. So will he get a car fixed, get a tire put on, or will he pull it in and call it a night? Normally, the car number 0, the blue-white number 0 of Troy Frazier's brother, Richard Frazier, is in that car tonight from Mount Clair, West Virginia. Normally, Troy Frazier's daughter, Caitlin Frazier, of all things, decided to pass up and go to a football game and did not come in at the last minute. She decided to go to, a football game. And so the opportunity came for Fraser Brother Motorsports to have a reunion, so to speak. And, well, Caitlin out of the car, Richard, brother Troy, hook up, and they're in the car this weekend. And speaking of Richard Fraser and his bad luck, he's going to the infield. We have Troy Fraser, his brother, the Mad Mexican, in the number 2 spot. They're trying to get by Kyle Lucon, and in third is Nick Davis. They're going to be single file because we're past halfway. B-Main 1. We're taking 3, 7 to go. Green flag is back out in Jamaica, Virginia. Roaring up the racetrack as they go. Nick Davis, hold on. He got into Blackwell. Blackwell got into Lacey Summy. Summy lost 2, 3, 4 spots of the restart. Now he'll pound back out on the outside lane. 3 wide, 4 wide, almost. Oh, they were trying to go for 5 wide with the machine of Samuel Bryan sticking his front end of the battle. Wow. Oh, they go up the racetrack out of turn 2 now. They were 5 wide off of turn 4 on the restart a moment ago. And they're fighting and clawing with now Ryan Adams trying to get by the machine of Blackwell for 4th, excuse me. Turn number 1 and 2. Back straightaway. Out in front, Kyle Lucon leads the charge. Kyle Lucon out in front, looking to pull the upset here. Trouble front straightaway, contact! Contact was made with Benton's car. He slammed into Rigdon's car. Rigdon will stall, just missing the back end of his car into the wall on the inside pit retaining wall, and we will go back under the yellow flag again. Caution is out. Benton car, the 52, got into the 09 of Brad Rigdon. They were fighting for position. Benton got into the machine of Rigdon. Rigdon's car went spinning, and he did a great piece of driving in the 09 to avoid back in the rear end into the inside retaining wall. Caution is out again in B-Main 1. Driver Brad Rigdon from Chesapeake, Virginia, will roll on okay. This will be a quickie yellow. Looks like we'll go back to green here. Lights are already extinguished. 11 laps in, 4 to go. Battle going on there between, again, Brian Benton in the 52, Brad Rigdon in the 09. They were going 3 wide almost. Benton banged into Rigdon. Rigdon simply lost it and spun. He goes to the tail. We're back to green. Look at Ryan Adams trying to get up on the high horse, making a move on the lawnmower man and Chris Blackwell from Grays Creek, North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. Shout out to Boom City and Jim Long and Dina. They got a big race next weekend, the Cash Money 100 for $25,000 to win for Steel Block late models. Off of turn 4 to the line. It's going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go to the back, straightaway to 3. Kyle Lucon is out in front. Troy Fraser sits in the 2nd spot. Nick Davis 3rd, but Nick Davis once more. He's going to reel in the Mad Mexican of Fraser and 0 as they come to the line. 2 to go in B-Main 1. Nick Davis looking on the inside of the racetrack, trying to make a move on Fraser. Fraser shuts the door. They'll go back now single file. But like happens, Kyle Lucon is out in turn 4. They'll come to the line. The white flag will go in the air. 1 more lap to go. 14 are on the board. 1 remaining here in B-Main number 1. Top 3 go to the dance. They're all settled nicely, comfortably. You can throw a blanket over them from 4th on back behind Blackwell and company. To the back straightaway, they go to turn 3. The Burgettstown Express, the PA Express 184. Kyle Lucon is in the World Championship from winning B-Main 1. 2nd spot's going to go to the Mad Mexican Troy Fraser. 3rd's going to go to Nick Davis. And for Chris Blackwell, Ryan Adams, and everybody else behind them, it's what will be for a non-qualifier race, where only one driver will decide their fate if they want to go to the World Championship or not. They got to go to the scales to make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3rd place finisher in B-Main number 1. Car number 92 at Millsboro, Delaware, Nick Davis. Runner-up in car number 0 at Mount Clair, West Virginia, the Mad Mexican of Troy Fraser. And your B-Main 1 winner, car number 184 from Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. Give it up to the PA Express, Kyle Lucon. B-Main 2 is coming up next. We'll get ready for that here in just a moment.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HIQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HiQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for B main number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set for B main number 2. It's going to be 15 laps to distance. As I stated, we're taking the top 3. The top 3 will advance into the World Championship. Everybody else will have to go into that non-qualifier race. The non-qualifier race will be 20 laps. The winner can take $500, or he can elect to not take that pay and start in the dead last position for the World Championship. Again, it's kind of reluctant to not do it because you're going to get $500 to start automatically for the World Championship. You're going to get $500 to win for the non-qualifier race. If you decide to run in Pro Late Model Racing's richest weekend, $20,000 to win show, you're at least going to get $500 to start. So, obviously, it's a no-brainer, but somebody might say, no, I don't want to mess up my car. I'll just, not take that chance. We'll see who will make that verdict here in just a bit. B main number 2. Let's give you your starting lineup. Out of Appomattox, Virginia, car number 7, that's going to be Corey Allman to the outside. The young buck out of Bessemer City, North Carolina, it is going to be Hunter Stinnett. Row number 2 to the inside, car number 39 out of Bradley, West Virginia, that's going to be Boy Wonder, Henry Ormsby III. In H3, to his outside, the car number 38, that's going to be Nick Love. Row number 3 to the inside, car number 03, that's Stephen Childress. Stephen Childress in the 03 car. To his outside, car number 77 out of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. That's going to be Brian Hankins. Brian Hankins in 77. Moving on to row number 4. Mike Franklin, the Franklin Flyer, the Franklin machine out of Winchester, Virginia, the champion there in the 74 machine. Actually, my apologies. That's Kevin Scott. Kevin Scott Jr. in the 74 car. To his outside, the 08 is Tyler Detter. Tyler Detter in the 08 car. Moving on to the inside of the next row, it's the D52 of Brad Basie and Matt Tarbox. Then it's going to be Matt Glandon and the 2B of Michael Bland. Final row back is Miller and Cody Cubbage. So there's your lineup. We're taking 3. We'll lock in 30 for the World Championship. Greens in the air. Heat B main number 2 underway. Fighting, clawing, gouging, Basie loose on the sideways panel, and so is Bland. He'll go from, hold on, trouble goes young buck Hunter Stinnett. He gets plowed in by Cody Cubbage and a couple of other cars to boot. Boy, oh boy, he had to grin his teeth, hold on, close his eyes, and bear for impact. What a hard impact there for Hunter Stinnett and company in turn number 3. Hunter Stinnett rolls around. He got into the 13 of Miller and the 12 of Cody Cubbage slammed into him. He had nowhere to go. Caution is out. Ray Miller in the 13, Cody Cubbage in the 12. They're still limp there on the turn 3 and in turn 3. Damage, heavy damage on those cars. Hunter Stinnett, where, you'd have thought that car would have got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You would think he was